In May 1842, the wealthy trading city of Hamburg, Germany was consumed by one of the most destructive urban fires in European history. What began as a small blaze quickly turned into a catastrophe that destroyed much of the city and transformed how modern cities approached fire safety and urban design. The fire started in the early morning hours of May 5, 1842. In a warehouse on Dijkstrasse, a district filled with tightly packed wooden buildings and narrow streets, Hamburg's old town was highly vulnerable to fire, with shared walls, exposed beams, and limited access to water. Strong winds pushed the flames forward, allowing the fire to spread faster than authorities could react. As the blaze intensified, firefighting efforts collapsed. Water pumps failed, reservoirs ran dry, and coordination between fire crews broke down in a desperate attempt to stop the flames. Officials ordered buildings to be demolished to create fire breaks. These measures slowed the fire in some areas but could not stop it completely. For 3 days and nights, Hamburg burned. Church towers collapsed, government buildings were reduced to ruins, and entire neighborhoods vanished. The historic St. Nicholas Church, one of the city's most important landmarks, was heavily damaged and later rebuilt. Smoke darkened the sky, and ash fell across the surrounding countryside as residents fled in panic. By the time the fire was extinguished on May 8th, nearly one-third of Hamburg had been destroyed. More than 1,700 buildings were lost, including homes, warehouses, and public institutions. Around 20,000 people were left homeless, and the economic damage severely disrupted one of Europe's most important ports and commercial centers. Despite the devastation, the Great Fire of Hamburg marked a turning point. The rebuilding process introduced wider streets, improved drainage, and strict construction standards that favored brick and stone over wood. One of the most significant outcomes was the creation of a modern water supply and sewer system, which later became a model for other European cities. Today, the Great Fire of Hamburg in 1842 is remembered not only as a disaster, but as a catalyst for progress. From destruction and loss emerged a safer, more resilient city, shaped by the lessons learned from one of Germany's darkest urban catastrophes.